If I told you about a guy who ain't never need a reason to take a life overnight just to cope with his demons. Posted up on the block, right a block from Artesia. Packing heat like the winter cause the homie never freezing. Every day is a fight for his rights and his freedom. He wanna leave but he can't cause he know his niggas leave him. Not a fan of his pops cause the nigga always leave him. And if worse come to worse, he gon' leave his mama grieving. See, homie ain't a punk, but it's obvious how he's in fear of the here and now, so take a bow. You the reason why he won't wake up now, to the shots ringing out in the middle of the night, as his soul takes flight to a much better place where everything's alright. They say God will give no man more than he can bear, and that he works in mysterious ways. You see, he comes from a place where his demons visit him on the regular. Whether violent or secular, at a moment's notice, a trigger-happy heathen is the reason he's no longer breathing, if you let the media paint that picture. His roles have never been paved unless one straight to his grave, and the captivity of negativity that consumes him is deeply rooted within. The same lies that were told to him, he's now preaching to them. He was told his future's bright, but now the light's gotten quite dim. It's them to the Middle East.
There Just can't hold back no more. No, 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 no. Knowing you want me, and I feel that the same.
And that was Eugene Williams. Nothing but a hustle. This is G.E. Shaw, and this is MIXLR Radio 24/7, featuring Rhani D Chae and the Evening Hour. Say hello there, Rhani.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing okay. So what you got on the taskbar for tonight?
Well, let's see. Excuse me. I went to the movies last weekend, so I was going to talk a little bit about a couple of those.
Okay.
And in fact, let's just go ahead and start with that.
Okay. The floor is yours.
Well, I noticed today that Superfly is out, and so that is a must-see for me. I don't recognize anybody that's in it except for a couple of people, but I did love the original, so I have to go see this one.
Now, with the original, they had a lot of the music scores like from Curtis Mayfield. Are they playing some of that, or do you think it's going to be something entirely different?
I have a feeling it's going to be all different music. I mean, just because, you know, it's a new day. So I'm guessing that the music that they put in here is going to be more contemporary, I would assume.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing. If you're going to bring back old school, I understand contemporary. I understand we should, try to keep up with contemporary music and all that. But you have to bring back a couple songs from the old school to make the movie itself, to me, legit.
I remember correctly, they did play the original Shaft song at the beginning, or at the credits or something, but I think I remember hearing the song in there somewhere. So they'll probably do that. We did go see Hereditary, and we were really looking forward to it.
Since we've been doing this show.
We really didn't like passed away. So they're kind of trying to come to terms with that.
Okay.
And then some strange things start happening, and it's just there's I really can't say anything because it would just give everything away.
Okay. So for people out there who want to see it, then we'll have to go look at it then. Especially since you gave it 2 stars. I mean, as long as we've been doing this program and talking to you and bringing more of the entertainment from the outside into these shows, I have never seen you give a movie, that is, a
Toni
2.
Collette, that's her name.
Oh, well, she's a pretty good actress, though.
Oh, she is. Like I said, the acting was pretty good. What's his face? Gabriel Byrne played her husband, and I love Gabriel Byrne. I always have. So, I mean, it was the people who played the kids, I have no clue who they are. There was a brother and a sister. But,
Yeah. That's
and
not
the
good.
other thing about it that I really didn't like was it kept jumping. You would see a few minutes with the mother. There was one clip where she went to a support group. So you see her in the support group for just like a minute or two. And then it cuts to the son who's in school, and I think the daughter, it cut to her and she was doing something. And this happened quite a bit in the very beginning, and I think they were trying to lay the groundwork for the film, but the problem for me was that they were so busy jumping around from character to character that they never really let us get to know who any of them were.
Okay.
You know? I mean, the movie was slow. To me, it was boring. It really was. And we were all very disappointed because we had heard so much about it. So, if you go see that one, don't say I didn't warn you.
Okay.
It was not nearly as horrific as that ghastly Mother film that was out, I think, last year sometime. But this would probably be, as far as complete, not worth the money, it was probably in second place for me to Mother.
Damn.
Then we went and saw Hotel Artemis.
So what about that one?
We thought it would be, okay. We were not expecting it to be nearly as good as it was. That is an excellent film, and I recommend it highly. There's a lot of blood, so, if you're squeamish, don't go. Or at least have somebody who will help you cover your eyes, because there is a lot of blood, a lot of shooting, a lot of people die.
Your type of movie.
What?
Your type of movie.
Exactly my type of movie, and it is a phenomenal film. Jodie Foster plays the nurse in this one, and Sterling Brown, I think is his name, Sterling K. Brown, who I'm also a raging fan of ever since he was on Supernatural. I love him. They had the 2 main roles. And another guy, and I can't think of his name, but you'll know who he is when I tell you, and I was really pleased to see him, is the actor that plays Drax in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Oh my goodness, are you serious?
Mm-hmm. And it's the first time I've ever seen him playing a role as a person, not as Drax.
Hey.
So I was really looking forward to seeing him as a person, and I'll tell you, he's a heck of a good actor. He really is.
So did he portray the role that he needed to be portrayed in this movie?
Yeah, I think so. His name in the film was Everest for obvious reasons. He's a very big man.
Yes.
But he brought, for somebody who worked in the building he worked in, and I kind of got the impression that the people who worked there, and I think there was just maybe those 2 and maybe a couple more, I got the impression they didn't leave, that they lived there as well.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, that was never stated, especially for Everest. It was never stated, but I just kind of got the impression these people didn't leave that building unless they absolutely had to. So for the violence that went on around him constantly in this building, he brought to his character a real tenderness, a real gentleness, a genuine love for his job and for his patients. I just think he was wonderful in that role.
I'm gonna have to go check that one out.
That one's a definite 5-star for me.
Okay, so we're gonna have to check that out, folks.
We did not get to Ocean's 8 this weekend, but we did get to Action Point.
Okay, now before you get to Action Point, I did not even know that they even had an Ocean 8.
Yep.
So I'm assuming with Ocean 8, and I haven't seen it. I haven't even seen a trailer for it yet. But I'm assuming this might be a back.
Yeah. I can't think right now, but I think
I know you're talking about though.
Yeah.
The doctor that used to play in all these other movies.
She recruits, I'm guessing, 7 friends of hers to try to steal this jewelry at some big event, and that's all I know about it because I haven't seen it. So no, we didn't get to that one.
Oh, okay.
We got to Action Point. We went because we really loved Johnny Knoxville and the Jackass movies. I was a little disappointed, actually.
You were disappointed?
I was. I mean, not to say it wasn't good, but if you're a fan of the Jackass movies, this is kind of like, I don't know, Jackass's lower rent cousin.
Whoa.
It just didn't have, and I mean, granted, in the Jackass movies, there's no plot. We know this. It's just a bunch of guys doing stupid stuff. But in this film, yes, okay, there was an actual plot. There were actual actors. There was only one guy in this film, other than Knoxville, that was from the Jackass team, which was also a little bit of a disappointment. I think it was Party Boy. I think it was the guy that does Party Boy in the Jackass films. I think he was the one. But I don't know. I can't really put my finger on what was wrong with it. It just, I don't know. Maybe somebody else would love it. We didn't. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't good and we didn't like it. We did like it, but we didn't love it. You know? I don't know. There was just something missing for us.
Now, see, to me, that's kind of a surprise. I mean, I'm not into that type of movie, but you didn't like it. Okay.
Right.
That's surprising.
It was okay. It was okay. I'll give it an okay, you know.
Okay, so does that mean a 2.3?
No, I'd give it a 3-star.
Okay.
I'd give it a full 3.
So any other movies out there you see over the weekend? Any scary ones? Any other scary ones?
Upgrade. If I could give a movie 10 stars, Upgrade would get them.
It was that good.
Oh, it was that good. It was absolutely that good. And the plot twist at the end, which it's kind of like a twist in a twist. So, I mean, the whole thing, and the ending, to me, the ending was absolutely perfect. I'm not saying that, you know, happy endings are a wrong thing. I'm not saying that. And, you know, in a lot of ways, this was a happy ending for the guy. You know, I'm not saying it wasn't, but what I'm saying is, I don't like it when reality is suspended so that the hero and the heroine can ride off into the sunset together. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's modern day movies nowadays.
I don't read romance novels for that reason, because all of this really wild, crazy stuff happens throughout the book, but yet at the end, reality just seems to get suspended so that everything can work out perfectly for John and Susie. And this movie, and they do this a lot in movies as well. I guess they figure we all live such crap lives, we want to go to the movies and, you know, see a happy ending.
Well, it's about, to me, let's face it, everybody's looking for a hero. Everybody's looking for heroism. Everybody's looking to get away from their problems, and they try to bring a movie out there every once in a while to make sure that the good guys always win. Now, does it happen in real life? No, but that's Hollywood.
You know, I don't always care for that. It depends on the situation, and it depends on the movie. But in this particular movie, I have no complaints whatsoever with the ending. Like I said, to some people are going to think it worked out well. Some people aren't. to me, I thought that the guy, you know, the hero guy, I thought he got what he wanted. Somebody else might not agree, but I loved the ending. I could not have written a better ending, let's put it that way.
Okay. So,
I strongly recommend that movie. It was absolutely phenomenal.
and that's Upgrade, correct?
Upgrade.
What's his damn name? You're not. It's supposed to take you to the world of seduction, bondage, and all that other good stuff.
There is not a person who is currently or ever has played in the scene that is a fan of those books, because they are very inaccurate, they are very misleading, they give the wrong information, and anybody who has ever been active in the leather lifestyle will tell you those books are crap.
Okay.
As are the movies.
Well, I've never been into all that, but okay. I guess I have to go with what you're saying.
I went and saw the first 50 Shades out of curiosity, and I went with my friend John, who also has been known to play in the scene from time to time. And we both looked at each other halfway through and said, this is bullshit. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. This is crap.
Beep. That's kind of late, but beep, beep.
Everyone that I know, whether they be personally, whether they be online, whatever, everybody that I know that has had any activity at all in the scene is in 100% agreement that these books are completely inaccurate and the films aren't much better. So, you know, and this is me thing. The kid that played him did not look enough like him for me, so I couldn't really accept him in that role.
Okay.
I mean, they dressed him, you know, the right way, basically, but I don't know. He just, the hair was different, and he just didn't look enough like him. And so, and I'm not saying he wasn't good in the role, he was. It was just, I couldn't completely get there because he just didn't look enough like him. Not even a younger him. But, I mean, the movie was okay. John hated it, but, you know, it was a good movie.
So, what you would say then, overall, the movies that came out this weekend was about a B plus?
Well, counting all of them, I guess it was a B plus. And John had never seen Deadpool, so we did go to Deadpool, which was my second time seeing it, and I loved it as much as I did the first time. Oh. Deadpool is an amazing film. It's strictly...
Actually, I ain't gonna lie, I did like Deadpool.